So on April 16th, 2019, I went to Celle, Germany to visit my great uncle in his hospice. Whilst I was there, I would visit a German restaurant, ask for a table and food in German, and experience the German culture and how it is to live in Germany. In this video, I will be telling you everything I did, and you'll be able to experience it like I did. Come along and join me for this adventure. After my nutritional breakfast, we went onto the motorway and drove to Manchester Airport. Then at 12:30, we hopped into the plane and went to Hamburg Airport as it was more convenient and closer to our hotel. The flight took approximately 1 hour and it was very smooth, no turbulence, and the landing was very successful. The city of Hamburg itself was quite a cultural experience. We went past the docks as we drove from the airport, and that's a very key part of Hamburg as it's near the northern border of Germany. As you can see here, as soon as we got to the centre of Hamburg, we went to our hotel and checked straight in. Our room was really good as we had 3 separate single beds and the facilities were really great. For dinner that night, we went to the hotel and I ordered my food in German and I had to get a currywurst. For the rest of the night, we just sat and watched a bit of German television and then we hopped up to bed ready for an early start the next morning. Guten Morgen! So for breakfast I had some toast and jam and I also had some of the fruit which was really delicious. So just had breakfast and now I'm going to visit my great uncle in his hospice. So my great uncle has motor neurons disease, which means that he's paralysed in almost every single part of his body. They didn't expect him to survive this long, but thankfully he has. We then went to a German market and I got to experience all the different kind of foods and products that Germany sells, and I got to order some pastries and I got to look at the donuts, and I actually ordered this pizza twist which is incredible, and these Kessel chips which were a lovely bacon flavour. We then went into Celle itself and we looked at all the different incredible buildings. This is me in front of a German castle, and we also went to the Rathaus, which is the town hall, and yeah, it was a brilliant experience. I really enjoyed it. And then for tea that night I had currywurst again because I loved it too much. The next day Ed from Austria came over and we sang a few songs and it was really emotional and I just loved the experience. Maybe there's a God above, and all I ever learned from love was how to shoot at someone who outdrew you. And it's not a cry you can hear at night, it's not somebody who's seen the light, it's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 So that was probably the most memorable part of my experience in Germany, because it was the first time I've ever seen him and it could be the last. So I just really enjoyed singing with him, and Ed was amazing, and yeah, that was probably my favourite part of this whole trip altogether. And because it was our last night, we decided to go to this Thai/Chinese restaurant. I ordered the food in German once again, and the dishes were absolutely wonderful, creamy and delicious, and I highly recommend the place. So this was our final half day as we were going home that evening, and we just went back into Celle, looked at a few tourist attractions, and then we had to get and try some German McDonald's before we left Germany. We then had an overnight flight back to Manchester Airport, and I can say this was probably one of the most smoothest flights I've ever been on. No turbulence, no disruptions whatsoever, a very good flight indeed. So that is what I got up to when I went to Celle, Germany in the Easter holidays. I highly recommend the place. I loved seeing my great uncle because that probably is the last time I'm ever going to see him, and I loved speaking German, experiencing German culture, and most of all, hanging out with my family. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!